So yesterday I was at the Ark. I walked in the door and then I found this beautiful gem right here, which is a 1936 Zenith. And I actually saw a couple pictures of some other restorations of this radio, and they were quite nice. It looked real nice. So we're not, of course, not going to plug it in. We're going to basically start taking it apart, because we know we got to refinish the cabinet, and we're going to pull the chassis out of it at this point and make some visual inspections of what we have here, and we'll make it work. And on the back here, some pencil writing, and it says 624. I'm not sure about that. That might be, that says. Well, what's it say on there? It actually says it looks like grand. Can you believe that? And here's a dollar sign. That was $6.50. I guess in 1936, $6 was a lot of money. And it says the key will cost. And it says Smith on here. And Montgomery Ward Company. Isn't that nuts? They must have bought the radio from Montgomery Ward. Isn't that something? And here's our electrodynamic speaker, which seems to be in really good shape, being almost 36. Yeah, for being that old. Well, at this point here, we're not even going to question this cord, because it's amazingly, look, it's all dry rotted. It's gone. It's gone. And you mark them as you pull them, because when I wipe them off, that number might disappear. That is a rectifier number 80. That's a number 80. Number 80. This guy right here is a number 42. It's a number 42 here. And these are plate cap tubes. Plate cap tubes from here. Gracefully, pull the cap off. Like that. And there's the phone ring. And take that cover off. Look at that. This is to keep this. These are metal shields because there's so much RF radiating from them. You got to contain it. So what we got on? There you go. That's a 6F7. Take this last one out of here. Take this last tube out of here. That one off. Another shield. And this also is a tape on the floor. Let's pull this out of here. And there's also a number 6A. We want to entertain in these particular radios, which is a kind of a rarity. They actually have the sockets marked with the tube number, which you really don't see that too often. You really don't see that too often. I think I really want to gingerly try to pull this off. Ah, there you go. Look at that. And this is so brittle. This here is so brittle that we better get this out of here right now. And we're going to attempt to make a note. And then I can bring it on the computer and clean it and brighten it up. That was most likely white. I would believe it was white. And, yeah, so I took a picture of it. And I took it on the computer and worked it up, and I made it into black and white again. And printed it out. And I think when I put that other faded glass on the top, it'll look perfect. And all that black you see around this one here, the copy I made, will disappear because that's underneath the wood. We'll see how it works out. We take our other camera and you take a snapshot of everything here. You can't make an error down the pike. Take a picture of everything. Okay, and there you go. Can't make a mistake. You know what I mean? Got to picture everything here. So on nostalgiaair.com, we have found the schematic of the radio. We're now printing it and saving it on a data stick for the other computer. This one actually says pre-1935. 4T26. So at this point we have this variable resistor here, which, boy, that's really stiff. That hasn't been turned forever. We're just going to start there by whacking a little bit of keep working on it. Well, it took a little bit of work, but it seems to be pretty clean. Trying to begin the power cord situation. There's a nice little fragile thing going on right there, look. Just about to pop off. And right off the bat here, we're going to clean this connection right up because we're going to lose it, and we don't want to lose it during. We have the schematic right there, but we don't want to lose it. Let's not cause ourselves any grief and redo that, because that's on the primary, the power transformer. And while we're here, let's get rid of the power line cables here, the power supply, the ACN. Some people say to me when I'm out in the street, and you might be wondering, say, why do I rip stuff off of stuff? Well, I need a fuse holder for this thing, and here's one I ripped off of something, and that's so I didn't have to go out and buy the $5 fuse things. I snitched it off of something else that was going to go in the dumpster. That's the answer. So normally for these I got to like drill a hole, but there must have been something that was updated for another model of this rig, and they kind of left me this nice nifty little hole right here, and hopefully that'll slither right in there. Look at that. No cuts and no pouring, no nothing. Can't get any luckier than that, huh? And here's the other one I get too. People say to me, how come I keep clipping cords off of TV sets when they're going to throw them in the trash? Well, I clipped that one off, and isn't that going to be a beauty for this radio? Yes, it is. Okay, so here's our electrodynamic speaker. And there's 4 wires here that are in pretty poor condition. So I got a... Would you like a piece of quiche? Sure. Okay, so now we're going to work on the wiring of the electrodynamic speaker. And out of another cable I found some really good wire. I cut it about the same length. And I think we're going to replace it with some updated wire. I'm going to tin that wire too. Tin it. And that concludes that part of the thing there, and I'm very much happier with that cabling. Nothing's going to dry rotten short. These wires down here, they are pretty good shape for the age, but they're flexible and they're not cracking, they're not dry rotted. I just put them together, soldered it up. Now we're going to go get the chassis. It's one of my cheap tricks here. Take a 60-watt light bulb and put it in series with the unit. So no matter what happens, it happens, and we can tell if things are going to start lighting up even with that in series. So we're going to plug it in, and I see light. I see light. I see that light. Let's see, what about my filaments here? Look at, they're heating up, baby. They're heating up. All right. Now, let's see if anything comes out of that speaker. Anything. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give it the real gusto. All right. Let's go for the second gusto. First of all, here that is. Okay. All right. We're heating up good. Ready to pull that plug, baby. Okay. Hear that? That's a good thing. Look at. Look at.
Our base going. The other thing too is we can't stuff like and talk show hosts. The best is in America.
The one thing we got going on here is it works. It's not too sensitive, so we've got some front end issues. That's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty cool thing. We've got some front end. It should be a lot more. I should have all kinds of crap coming on here. Stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. So at this point here, we're going to put this frame back on here. The original dial just disintegrated, but we have plenty of images of it, and we have repopped this one here from our computer. Look. So I put some tape here right now so I can get the thing aligned, and I'm going to find some sort of clips to put around here to really make it secure. Okay, we got that on there. Look, how cool is that? At a later date, I'll pull this chassis back out and do the gingerbread and make all this look really nice and pretty. But at this moment, we have what else is new with Brian, time constraints. So we sanded it all down and made it really nice with some nice sandpaper and brought up that original veneer. And we did it in summer oak. I figured it was so warm out, we should use summer oak. So the thing really came up really, really nice. It's unbelievable. We cleaned that glass, put it inside, remounted our speaker, we made a new back plate, and that's all new grill cloth. Doesn't get any better than that. Look at that. Oh my God. That's beautiful.
Why did I roam? Everybody was for me there.